They say it's all about the money, and you know what? They may just be right. In fact, that's why the name of this show. It's called Smart Money. Hello and a very warm welcome. In fact, don't you wish your money would rain down like this? We've got ways. Here's a look at what you'll be taking away from this episode. Harshal wants to spend $60,000 to expand his marketing skills. The question is, can he afford it? If you're traveling abroad, get yourself a travel insurance. We'll tell you why and how. An investment of 10,000 rupees 20 years ago and 2 shops to date to show for it. A mother-daughter duo share their success story with Smart Money. It's strange the kind of relationship we have with our money. Money comes, money goes. Now Harshal understood this at a very young age. And now at 21, he started his own business. But now he wants to expand his skills. He wants to get himself a marketing degree from abroad. Something that's going to cost him $60,000. Can he afford it?
My name is Harshal Karya. I just graduated. I've studied mass media and I used to be a student of JN College. Once graduation was done, 3 of my friends and me got together and we've started a company called Foxy Moron. It's basically a digital marketing and new media marketing services company. We've just started small, so obviously the big dream would be to establish ourselves as a global player. So one of the things that I would like to do as a stepping stone for my business to succeed in the short term would be to go and study abroad in one of the premier world institutions and grasp some of the skills, knowledge, just understand the culture and apply those skills to my business.
Now this habit of making money and saving money came pretty early to Harshal. In fact, ever since his college days, he started doing odd jobs and started saving money as well. Let's see what he's accumulated until now. Harshal makes 20,000 rupees every month from freelance work. Besides that, his business makes 3 to 4 lakhs a year and the business is likely to grow at 30%, he says. His fixed deposits amount to 50,000 rupees and the savings in his bank account are 75,000 rupees. So with all of that, how does Harshal plan his education abroad? Well, it's easy. We put him in touch with our certified financial planner, Karthik Jhaveri.
Karthik's got a challenge in front of him. To plan for Harshal's education, which is as expensive as $120,000 for 2 years. That's roughly 48 lakhs.
Tell me, what do you have in mind? Have you thought how this money is going to be funded? I mean, loan is obviously one solution, but I mean, is there a possibility that your family might be supporting something, and if yes, approximately to what extent?
I'm hoping that my family can support some amount of it. I'm hoping that a large chunk of it I could earn myself, and the other chunks, say anything from 20 to 50%, I think that would come from my family.
See, if I was just to summarize our cash flows, I mean, things that we have in front of us and things that we can use. You said you earn about 20,000 rupees from the freelancing work that you do. Let's look at this 20,000, I mean, that's something which is steady, which is likely to, be sustainable and which is going to go on and on.
Yeah.
Let's take about 75% of that money. So let's work with a 15,000 budget, okay? And the remaining 5,000 you just keep for yourself, contingency or anything else that you might want to do. You might want to buy something.
Definitely.
Broadly speaking, in terms of what your strategy should be based on 3 things right now. One, minimal resources in terms of loans, which is maximum resources from yourself. The second thing that needs to happen is trying to invest the maximum that you can as far as possible without really compromising yourself. And the third is to invest in a risk reducing strategy. So which means, because we have a 4-year time frame, the fund or the money that we will invest right now would be at a higher level of risk, and as we move closer to our goal, we'll keep reducing the risk.
So what's the first option to fund Harshal's education abroad?
What we do is, we use the 15,000 that we have right now, we invest that, we invest the 1,25,000 that we have, and we take, like I said, a higher risk stance. So we expect to earn, say, close to about 14-15% on that money, okay? And of course, we're going to touch this money after 4 years. So those are the two investments that we can make straight away. At the end of 1 year, let us take again about 2/3 of the money that you are going to get. So let's say in the first year I expect to get 2 lakhs and then 3 and 4 and 5.
25 to 26 lakh rupees will grow from Harshal's business and savings within 4 years. And the remaining 24 lakhs would be given by his family. The second option is, of course, there's no family support. Out of the total 48 lakhs, half would be funded through his own investments. The remaining 24 lakhs would be through a loan.
If I take a 5-year, let's say, repayment period, then you're looking at an installment of about 70,000 a month. You know, what that means is 70,000 is post-tax, which means you need to earn a minimum 100,000, so that if you pay a 30% tax, you'll have 70,000 to service the EMI of the loan.
So the question that I had was, what if I continue with that 26 to 28 lakh investment for a longer period of time?
Sure. That's a very interesting option. I mean, that's a beautiful way of looking at it. And that, in fact, is my option number 3.
In the third option, Harshal can take full 48 lakh rupees on loan, get support from his family, and at the same time have his investments grow to 65 lakhs in 6 years.
You're looking at a broad level, I mean an overall picture, you're looking at about 65 to 67 lakhs of net worth at the end of 6 years. And your loan, like I mentioned in the previous case, your loan is at 60 lakhs because your 48 lakhs would have, accrued some interest component to it and would have become 60 lakhs payable. So in that kind of a scenario, you're actually in a 5 lakh plus. If you decide to just pay off your entire loan, you'll still have 5 lakhs surplus in your hand. You have a lot of possibilities open, which is you can either prepay your entire loan and have a 5 lakhs surplus with you, or if you're able to find a very good job that pays you in excess of 2 lakhs per month, then you will be able to quite comfortably even afford an EMI to pay that 68 lakhs loan, at the same time have an asset of 65 lakhs.
So what should Harshal be doing now? What should his immediate plan be?
In my view, Harshal right now does not have any strategy per se. He's got some fixed deposit investments and he's got another substantial amount of money in his savings account, which is obviously generating close to about 3 to 4%. So that is money which could be very effectively deployed by getting into diversified equity funds. And even his 15,000, the route that he could follow is do a systematic investment plan. Now what he could do out of this 15,000 is allocate close to about, say, 30% of his money into a sectoral fund, and another 40% of his money into a diversified equity fund, and another 30% into aggressive and mid-cap funds. So he could choose to have about 3 to 4 SIPs.
So clearly, Harshal's going to have his dream fulfilled very, very soon. If you have a goal in mind and you're wondering how you're going to organize your finances, just tell us about it. We'll solve it for you. Our SMS number is 59995. All you have to do is SMS SMART, put your name, your city and your question and send it across to us. Of course, the email option is always open. smartmoney@utvi.com is our email ID. We're taking a small break here on Smart Money, but after that, we'll talk about your travel insurance policy. It's very important you have one when you travel abroad. We'll tell you why and we'll tell you how you can go about getting one as well. But that's after a small